Hello, Leo souls. Welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you are here. My name is Nikki, and I use my clairaudient and channeling abilities to help people find the magic within. If you're new here, welcome. I channel messages from creative expression such as movies, books, and music, and I'm excited and honored to be doing this reading for you today. For this series, I will be channeling messages from Wang Chung songs. So, here in Iowa, we have what is called the Iowa State Fair. Every 2 weeks in August every year, we have this fair. And Wang Chung came to the fair this year and put on a free concert on one of the stages. My partner Anthony and my uncle Kevin, we all went to go see this show, and it was so much fun. Wang Chung is famous for the song Everybody Have Fun Tonight, and that is the song that the concert ended on. And they exude so much joy when they're performing. It was a lot of fun. And even after the show, they stuck around to give autographs and take photos with their fans, and I truly appreciate when musicians show up for the people that love them in that way. So that's what inspired this series. So how the reading will work, Leo, I am using a Spotify playlist called This is Wang Chung. Spirit will select a song for you. I will channel the lyrics, and then we will do an intuitive card reading to get some additional messages. So let's see which Wang Chung song has a message for you, Leo. We have the song Let's Get Along. So I'm going to go channel the lyrics from that song, and I will be right back. Sit tight. Okay, Leo souls, here are the channeled lyrics to your Wang Chung song called Let's Get Along. It's only my opinion, but I can see your point of view. And if you saw mine too, we'd have a basis to change places and celebrate the races. The first deck that we will be using is the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. Thank you, Spirit. What are your additional messages for my Leo souls? We have the Prince of Wands. Next, we're going to pull a card from the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else? We have the Ace of Swords. Brilliant ideas that may need refinement. Overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out. Communicate clearly and concisely. Remain objective. Next, we're going to pull a card from the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else? We have the Deer. And your final card will come from the Miracles Now deck. Thank you, Spirit. What are your final messages for my Leo souls? When in doubt, I choose to see peace. Okay, Leo, let's reflect on your lyrics again here. It's only my opinion, but I can see your point of view. So, I'm seeing right now during this very powerful Mercury retrograde that we are having, there are a lot of shadow aspects coming up. And one thing that is coming up for you, Leo, is how you handle conflict in your close personal relationships. I'm being drawn to the title of the song, Let's Get Along. I can see this is something that you want to do. You want peace in these relationships. And Spirit is bringing messages through the lyrics of this song to help you at this time, okay? The first lyric says, It's only my opinion, but I can see your point of view. So, this is all about staying true to who you are and what you believe, but also at the same time, knowing the importance of seeing other people's perspectives, knowing that you don't have to agree with them if you don't truly agree with them. But just because you don't agree with them, that doesn't mean that things have to get chaotic or result in a fight. Now, I am seeing that you are in this energy of wanting peace with this, but when things get heated, it's very easy. But when things get heated in an argument, it's very easy to be triggered and to react and then say things we don't mean. And then the next thing we know, it's this huge blowout fight that can take a long time to come back to resolve, depending on what happened in the argument. So, Spirit is saying that you can be the light in this situation because you're already in that place where you want to be. Because the first card in your reading that came out, Leo, was the Prince of Wands. Look at how the man on the card, he's sitting on this big bird and he's ready to go forward with passion. Now, the Prince of Wands is very, very true to what he believes. So, this is the energy from Spirit that is coming through about your energy, Leo. How it's important for you to always stay true to your beliefs. And it's always important for you to keep that same passion with what it is you believe. You don't have to bow down to anybody just because you're in an argument with somebody who doesn't believe you. But what will help when you are in these disagreements to help you to heal and integrate this shadow aspect is by knowing that the person that is in front of you who is wanting to argue with you, they have their own beliefs and opinions as well. And we are not here to change people's minds. We are here to be true to ourselves and own that. So, staying in peace is what will serve you the most. So, when you're feeling triggered in a dynamic with somebody who wants to fight with you, the most important thing for you to do is know that this other person has their perspective, that you're not here to change their minds, but you're also not here to just bend to other people's will because they're saying, oh, you have to, believe what I believe. And that's not the energy that I'm picking up on. Sometimes that does happen. The most important thing is for you to stay true to your beliefs, to respect other people's opinions, knowing that you can still get along with people even if they don't have the same beliefs and opinions as you, okay? We can't control what other people believe or think. We can certainly influence with positive light and energy, which I see that you are here to do. And Spirit is saying that you can go about this in another way that is more peaceful, the peace that you are seeking, Leo, okay? So it's only my opinion, but I can see your point of view. So it's okay. This is my opinion. You have your opinion. I can see your point of view. This is what Spirit is bringing through, all right? And if you saw mine too, we'd have a basis to change places and celebrate the races. So this is all about understanding that we are all one and that it's like this energy of you wanting this other person to see your point of view, because you're in this place where you're ready to see their point of view. You're ready to lay down the sword. You're ready to just get along, like the title of the song says, all right? And it's like, if only this other person would do that. But Spirit wants you to know that you cannot control what other people think or do. But your peaceful energy is what will help you the most. And the card next to the Prince of Wands here is the Ace of Swords. So this is also cutting through the bullshit and also cutting cords with people who aren't willing to have a balanced relationship with you, where you can have a healthy conversation, a healthy debate, without it getting to the point where, oh, we're not friends anymore. Oh, I'm walking out the door. You don't believe what I believe. This is all about cutting through that bullshit and cutting cords with people that are not willing to balance the relationship like you are willing to do, all right? And the first and foremost, what I'm seeing is a lot of you have children in the equation. Some of the arguments are around your children. And it's also important to be mindful of like what type of arguments are being had in front of children, because children are very susceptible to words that are said, and it does influence them more than we know energetically. All right, so definitely be mindful of children around if you're having an argument with somebody, and how you are choosing to respond is setting the example for them. All right, brilliant ideas that may need refinement. So some of you are having arguments with coworkers or somebody you are working on a collaboration with, something that needs refinement, and not being able to come to an agreement because you both have different ways of thinking things through or bringing it into the world. And how you handle this, Leo, is by utilizing both of your strengths. What your strengths are should be infused into the project. What your friends, coworkers, whoever you're working this with, their strength should be infused into the project, because it will be very extraordinary because you're both bringing your unique light. But if you're working with someone who's not willing to do that, it's important to speak your truth, communicate clearly, but also remain objective. And if it's something that you have to cut ties with and walk away, it's listening to that inner voice and doing what you have to do to conserve your energy. All right. Overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out. So yeah, Spirit is also saying that in these dynamics where you're having trouble getting along with people, having faith, praying, meditating, doing affirmations will help to shift some energy around that would be in your favor with what you are experiencing. I'm also hearing Ho'oponopono, which is a very powerful prayer that helps you to shift your energy away from those that you might be igniting energy towards in an argument, and pulling it back to yourself. And it helps you take responsibility for what you're creating in your reality. And it is very, very powerful. There are many Ho'oponopono meditations you can do that could be linked to whatever it is you're experiencing right now. There's topics for all of them. And it's just a 4-phrase prayer, which is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And it really does shift your reality in a powerful way, depending on how you use it and what you're using it for, in particular to what you're experiencing. This also says communicate clearly and concisely, remain objective. So communicating your piece, your beliefs, your thoughts, but also emphasizing that you want to collaborate, in a balanced way with one another. But also remaining objective, because everybody's situation is different here, is what I'm feeling. And if the people in your situation, if they would take your perspective into consideration as much as you're taking their perspective into consideration, it would balance things. And you can do energy work around this in your favor. All right. With the Deer, I feel like whatever this is, it's something you feel very strongly about, very passionate about. It's something you're protecting. And I do feel for a lot of you, it has to do with a young child because the deer is a very parental energy. All right. So I do feel there are a lot of arguments taking place around and about your children and what what is best for them, what is not best for them, kind of clashing in terms of what you think should be done and what they think should be done. And there's just a lot of back and forth here. And I do see that it has affected the children energetically. And it's almost like I'm seeing like some of the children are like withdrawing because they don't want to put up with the anger fighting energy. I will tap into more of that when I open up my clairaudience and we'll see what's going on there. But for a lot of you that are having these arguments about your children with your partner, or even some of you who are already separated and divorced, is what I'm seeing as well. Both of you have a lot of love for the children. Both of you want what is best for them. I see that very well. So in some of these situations, I don't see where either of you are really wrong. It's just that both of your perceptions have a different way of going about it, is what I'm seeing. So it's like what we were saying before about utilizing your strengths and this other person that you're in an argument with utilizing their strengths. And what works for one person doesn't work for another. So it's kind of like trying out new things to see what works, holding space for each other, not being too quick to, jump the gun with, oh, that's not going to work when you first hear something. Like maybe giving it a try, holding space, and seeing if things unfold the way that you would like, because you never know in those situations when you try something new if you haven't tried it before, okay? Because the final card in your reading here is, when in doubt, I choose to see peace. So Spirit is saying that your ability to see peace in this situation, whatever the argument is, whatever you are dealing with here, Leo, when you're in doubt about a situation, choosing to see peace, you're going to see so many shifts in your reality that are focused on peace. Solutions will present themselves. So it's like saying, I am focused on solutions here. I'm not focused on the problems. I'm not focused on what doesn't work. I'm focused on a collaboration where we both just want the best for the people we love. And I choose to be peace in this situation. I choose to see peace in this situation, because that perception shift will help you see things differently in this situation that you are going through. All right. So if you're having doubts about what is happening in these arguments, not getting along with someone, Spirit is saying choose to see peace and watch as your perception does powerful shifts in your reality, so that all you see is peace. You see peaceful solutions. You don't see problems anymore. You see amazing ways that you're working together with people, seeing their perspective, they're seeing yours. Also understand that you can't control what other people do, but your willingness to be the peace in this situation while still holding your beliefs about yourself, staying true to yourself, it will change things in a powerful way. All right. So I'd like to open up my clairaudience and see what else I can specifically hear from Spirit. Thank you. Okay, for some of you, there's a lot of parents fighting about children. I see there's also something here about the children's clothing, fighting about the children's clothing, like coming home all dirty or coming home with like not clean clothes and whatnot. And I'm seeing that the other person is not taking your opinion into consideration when you bring this up because they don't see that it's a big deal. They think that they can just come home and like get showered. Um, this is a tricky one because that would definitely be something that would bother me as well. I'm not gonna lie, that would bother me as well. Um, Spirit, how can peace be shown in this type of situation? Thank you. I feel called to pull a card from the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Thank you, Spirit, for those who are having issues about their children coming home and the clothes that they are wearing or not coming home in a cleanly state. What's your advice here? The Queen of Pentacles. Generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful, a love of family and home, be practical about how you proceed, a love of art and beauty, a sensible approach. But look at that, an ability to make anything more beautiful. So I can see why this is an issue for those of you who have had that problem with your children and wanting them to come home in a clean state. um, this is your energy right now, Leo, the Queen of Pentacles, the ability to make anything more beautiful. Your strength is keeping that cleanliness, keeping that beauty in your home. Spirit is saying to have a practical approach to this, which means that by doing so, you'll find that things shift. Like I don't know, it's kind of like reverse psychology because right now, where the energy's at, the other people or the other person who's not doing what you want, it's kind of like a power thing. Sometimes I'm seeing that they do it just to like irk you, um, and it's kind of like you choosing to be peace, not choosing to react in this situation. Um, and also like having the conversation with your children about that as well. But I'm seeing that the more peaceful and practical approach you have, when you show that you've kind of put your guard down with that, or you've and it is kind of like this energy of like you having to step up where the other person has not done that. I understand that's hard, but this person is in this energy where they aren't going to change. So I'm seeing if you drop the guard a little bit and you are more peaceful in the situation, it's really going to catch this person off guard, and you're going to find that their energy shifts towards you. You're going to find that they start to actually do what it is that is right for the children in this sense, not using the children against you in this way. I feel like it's a power struggle between the two of you where this person does it just to make you mad. So don't give them the reaction that they want. And yes, like yeah, that would mean, when they come home that way and you're having to clean up, it's also like, having a conversation with your children without putting your children in the middle, obviously, because that does a lot of damage energetically too. And this is a difficult situation. I don't have children of my own, so I don't know what that's like, but I do know what it's like to be put in the middle when parents are arguing, and it's a tough spot to be for a kid. That happened to me a lot when I was younger, both me and my sister, because my mom and dad will fight all the time, and even after they were divorced, there were still dynamics where they like to put the kids in the middle. So if you refrain from doing that the best you can and choose peace, and not give this person the reaction that they are looking for, you will find that things shift. You'll see that they start to change the dynamic of the children, like taking a more practical approach. Like I'm seeing also, like, I don't know, there's something about talking softly to this person. Um, I'm seeing that they're more willing to change than you think they are, but it's when you get reactive about it, that's when they like get in the power struggle and they just do it to like irk you. Okay, so I'm seeing a peaceful approach with this person is key, and you'll see things shift. You will actually start to see your children come home like more in a more cleanly state, like because of the peaceful energy that you are exuding. Once they see that you're putting the guard down, they're going to start to put theirs down as well. All right. And I'm seeing this was like similar dynamic when you guys were together, or if you are still together. Like there's a very peaceful approach that this person responds to very, very well. All right. Any other messages for my Leo souls? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, some of you are having arguments with your children. It's not a spouse or a friend or a partner of yours or somebody you're separated from. I'm seeing some of you are having issues with a child, and I'm hearing like attitude problem, and this child will just run their mouth to the point of hurting you, lashing out. I'm seeing a lot of dynamics here with having trouble with a child who is very mouthy, who says a lot of negative things, and it's like not knowing what to do. Well, it's the same type of approach that we just talked about with um, the parent dynamic, choosing to be peace, but not letting yourself be put down. Okay, because I'm hearing that phrase, unconditional love does not mean unconditional acceptance of bad behavior. So it's like changing the way you relate to your child, changing the way you relate to a child if this isn't your child, all right? What else is coming through about this, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, this is a situation where these children, this child, kind of gets away with murder because it is allowed. This would be a situation to not allow yourself to be a pushover. When you set a boundary, stick to the boundary, because if we set boundaries and then we don't stick to them, then we're just opening up a floodgate to continue to be disrespected. So I see a lot of situations of trying to set boundaries with these children and then going back on them. Do not go back on your boundary. You have to stay firm with this, okay? Otherwise, like I said, the floodgate will open and you'll just continue to be disrespected, all right? What else with this, Spirit? Thank you. I'd like to get another card from the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck. Thank you. What other advice do you have? This one flew right out. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, when this card is upright, it is a card about abundance, financial security for you and your family, peace and contentment in life, pride in the family tree, passing on knowledge. But it was upside down, so you might be experiencing some financial difficulties in regards to your children. Like I'm seeing there's arguments of not being able to buy them what they want, and then them getting really angry and not understanding the financial situation. I'm seeing situations of I'm also seeing somebody likes to kick a door a lot. I'm seeing that there has been holes put in doors, holes put in walls even. Spirit, what is your advice here? Because sometimes the boundaries have to be set a little more forcefully. What is your advice here, Spirit? Thank you. Wow, I'm seeing, you know that show Dr. Phil where he has problem children come onto the show and then they're sent to like these basic training camps where they're kind of scared into being more grown up and more respectful. I'm seeing that the energy of some of these children coming through, that's what it's kind of perpetuating here. Um, but Spirit is saying there is a better way. What I'm hearing is like there's like been threats of you know that show Dr. Phil, I'm gonna send you to one of those uh basic training camps and then we'll see how you treat me after this and that or whatever. Spirit is saying there's actually a better way here. Um I'm hearing listen. Um this is another situation of putting down your guard for a minute, not reacting when they want you to react, but really listening what they're saying. I'm saying that their words hold a lot of information about what is going on with them. Their words have a lot of information about what is going on with them. Because I'm seeing dynamics of like you, the parent, saying to them, or you, the adult, saying to them, "What is wrong with you? Why won't you tell me what's going on?" And then them like shutting down. They're actually revealing a lot more in what they're saying if you would just listen to them. Okay, so if they're spouting off words, you taking a peaceful approach and listening to them and letting them know that they are heard and understood and that you are there for them, you're going to see a more peaceful approach come back from them. But the key here, Spirit is saying, is to truly listen to them. Listen to what they are saying. It will reveal what has been going on, okay? Because I am seeing there are some dynamics of being bullied at school even. I'm seeing dynamics of they think there's favoritism in the family. I'm seeing dynamics of them wanting to make money in a certain way to try to help where they don't feel valued and appreciated for some reason. So just really listen. You don't have to get it out of them. They will communicate it in some way or another. So just take a step back, pull your energy back from this, and listen to what they are saying. There's a lot of truth there, all right? There's a lot of keys, a lot of wisdom into how to deal with your situation and bring more healing, bring more peace. All right. So that is all that I am seeing, Leos. Those are your messages. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. I'm excited and honored to have done this reading for you today. If you liked any of the decks of cards I used, I'm linking those in the description box down below as well. I also do a podcast called the Slumber Party Massacre Podcast with 4 amazing women, my sister Lacey, Rebecca, Carly, and Heather. If that is something you are interested in, I'm linking that in the description box down below as well. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!